it's a new video. It's actually the end of the day. Keithy's been out fertilising all day. We're just going to take a trailer over to the next lot of land. We're over at Collins. We have got oats up here. They're all just coming through the ground there. Just greening up out here. It's ever so dry. We need a good rain on it now. Everything's just poking its head out. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been over to Jim's, but look at the wheat. It's just about to get its next dose of fertiliser. It's going a tinge yellow again, I can see. The stuff in the middle is green and caught up. Look how much that's caught up. Tiny thin spot there, but God, I didn't think it would fill in like that. Looks absolutely fantastic. Pete will be happy. There'll be something to combine this year. That little dirt, that little spot in the middle there, where it always lies wet, still showing through. And the wheat over at Alistair's, that looked very well. One field didn't look quite so good, and that was where it was wet early on, and it never recovered, but we were quite aware of that to start with. But the rest of it looks really well. We're having to tie the inside to the outside, otherwise Keithy ends up
thinking about the fertiliser.
Yes, no fun at all. Just looks like little tiny polystyrene balls. That's what it looks like. It's got a tinge of yellow. It's usually pure white, but it does the trick.
You got the iron?
Yeah, I've got it new.
You got a dreader cane?
No.
I'll go and grab that.
Today's job is Cole's here, Farmer's here, me and Keithy. Charlie's at college, Peter's on day off. We're in with the calves. We separated the calves with the gates. The mums have all got a bit of silage, so they're happy. They haven't realised that calves have been separated yet, but they will. Cole's here to do a bit of dehorning. Seen Cole before. I'll get him to show you one or two. We've seen this before, so we're not going to go too crazy into it. I'm going to run the calves around into a little pen here. They'll come through this crush. Cole will inject them with a... What is it, Cole? What's the injection? Just...
Adrenocane.
Yeah. Local anaesthetic, so there's no pain for the calves. Then we run them round again. We mark them in a way that we know which ones have been through first, so they've had the longest time with the thing. Go up, go up.
That's the iron.
Yeah.
Burning it off.
Yeah.
That's a new point lock on it.
Oh, it's not hot then?
No, I ain't switching on yet. No, I just threw it down on the ground, wouldn't I? That's just the adrenocane for...
And that'll numb them.
Yeah, but I don't think there's much above 2,990 something in there.
It's design fault, Matt.
Gate's the wrong way round. We're going to have to swap it round, didn't we? Oh, that's it. Can you work like that, Carl? He thought he was getting away with it. I had him back. Yes, please.
By the end.
He ain't got none.
Put a line straight down his back, Keithy, with a marker.
We said this before, some won't have any, will they, at all?
No.
No.
And stone lines on that.
Got him.
Oh, what is it, Anne?
He ain't got some. He ain't got a bit of string in his tooth.
Look here, that.
Belting it, isn't it? That's just got a bit of infection in, that's all, isn't it?
We had, he's all right. He has gone down a bit. Funnily enough, you see another one.
I thought I see one this morning, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've had two with access this year.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that is all right. But you look at him, Matt. It's from the outside. It's split.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It ain't pussy.
Don't feel hot.
Ain't pussy, is it? You
No,
know,
no,
normally,
ain't all
if it was
squishy,
pus, that's burst, I think.
Yeah.
There's another one about to come. There's some pussy later on.
I've had two. One big one, one little.
Last year was he's bloody fucking. Their backs of their legs are hard as bloody nails.
Only another.
How much do we give him, Carl? How many mils?
2.5 each side.
It's like going to the dentist.
I don't know what you pay, 200 quid.
I'll have Carl do me next time.
You just let Colin inject you.
Yeah.
Pete'll hold you down. I'll get in there with the mole grip.
You charge me just the same.
Just for the entertainment value when you do that.
Good. That does work nice.
That's what
Bloody hell, Carl, you don't want to come in second time.
No, they know what's coming, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't fetch it that week, Cole, but the following week they did. And it turns out the lad that you deal with there is the part of the family that owns it. And he's got his gold, Cole. And of course, you learn a bit as you go along. What they said was if you can sell them direct into them, they can clean them. They don't tell folks they can't.
Yeah.
But Kuro or somebody like that.
Here I've got to slow down here. Oh, this bus is huge. Oh, bloody hell. That was good. I do not like going up the curbs with wide tyres on. They just, yeah, that was a bit airy, that one. Got to be prepared to stop. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you got to be prepared to stop and get over. He couldn't get over much, he's in a bus, blah blah blah. This is a daily thing. When I was bus driving, that would be a daily occurrence somewhere along the road. Alright, so we're just getting this thing figured out. You've got to, you plug all your pipes in the back. You've got to remember where everything is, but then you can put those pipes anywhere you want on this tractor. So you've got your standard buttons here, you've got your lever here, you can put them on there. You've also got a bit on the joystick, so we're doing it like that. I've got our roller at the back, that's the only one that has to go into float, so that's on our number 4 spool. Pete said he was having a hard time trying to get the spools to work the other day. And then if I go one way or the other, that's the wrong way. So very gently, I want to come out of park. That's that. That stays like that. Then we literally pressurize our little bottle there until it says whoa, until it says no. That's too much. Right, I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to continuously pump. I want it to go into float. How do I do that? Right. Last time we looked at this, drawbar was on the floor. Pete had just welded it together, but he's been busy in the workshop. So what have you been doing since then? Obviously you've had to weld it all up underneath, haven't you?
To the chassis, back here, and in the middle under there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a big piece joined up.
Yeah.
Welded that into there, filled this front in, tied the big hole that was in the front,
Yeah.
put some side markers on it, put this on for the hydraulics and the electrics,
Yeah.
and just got to put the floor back in.
It's got a new foot, I can see.
New skid on it, yeah.
So underneath, Pete, how's it all attached to the top? All the way along there, is it?
It's welded round here,
Yeah.
under the back, round, well there's 4 welds all the way around that chassis there.
Yeah.
Same back here,
Yeah.
round all 4, and then there's that big plate in the middle that's welded
yeah.
up to a support tube.
Oh, I see it, yeah. Oh yeah, nice one. All up and under as well. Oh, and it's got his new electrical box in there, Pete, I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just wiring these side markers in and the lights and stuff.
Yeah. Then what have you got to do? You got to do something to the rear.
The spring hanger at the back's rotten, that's got to be fixed.
So not quite finished yet. Ah, my knee. Ah, oh, now on a stone.
It's had a patch put on it before by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But we'll chop it off across there.
Yeah.
And same that side because that cracked off. We'll remake that with 1/2 inch plate.
Yeah.
Weld that back
Just make
on.
your own sort of thing.
It's for this trailing arm to fix to, which stops the axle going backwards.
Right. You put this on as well, Pete.
Got the front back on, yeah.
So you cut that off the other one and.
Cut that off the other one and you stuck it back on this.
Yeah.
Painting will be your department.
So it should look pretty cool, but that's wicked, isn't it? You know, it's a usable trailer again.
Well, it makes use of a trailer that was no good, really.
Yeah. How come they, well, obviously they had these things here so you can move the axles. They're quite good where they are because it takes some of the weight off the drawbar now, doesn't it?
It does, but
Yeah.
they are spread a little bit far apart. When you turn a corner, they do scrub sideways quite a bit. Yeah. I think it's just a style of axle. I don't know why they did it like that.
No, but they got loads of adjustments where you could have them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That is the pivot between them.
Yeah, the rocking thing
Yeah.
work is pivoted on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the brakes are good on this. We went through the brakes.
Yeah, it's had all new
yeah.
brake rams and
new lights and stuff, didn't we? We put new lights on it last year. Had lovely LEDs on there. Anyway, it'll be a nice, good working trailer once we're done with it, won't it, Pete? Oh, I'll have a look for you. Hang on. Right, at the end of the season, we end up with a ton of these, and they all go off to recycling. They just get bagged up. Keithy records everything that goes on. We had another load of dirt delivered today. We were a little bit light at one of the farms, so we had to have another load delivered. We're back on the 8S. Look at this thing. This thing is mental. My arms are fully stretched. Look, I can go all the way around. This thing is something else. We're out here with Charlie. Charlie's on the harrows. We're getting through some of this grass. It's starting to get a little bit hard, but still rollable. Still rollable at the moment. Yeah, just getting my head around this tractor. You need a good day on it to figure out what everything does. I managed to get stuck in one range. Now you could change range by clicking the little thing on the back of the joystick there, but I couldn't get it to change. But a quick Google search. I got a good guy who would help me out. My old mate Massey Man, he would help me out. But yeah. Anyway, if your 8S is stuck in its range, you got to be stopped. You got to press the trigger at the back and then the little roller on here, and then light up all these green bars, and then that'll unlock all your ranges again. That's a little bit strange. It's quite technical. There's a lot of little things on here, quite technical. God, it's just new. Everything's new. Everything's in different places, not where we're used to it. So a bit frustrating for like Peter and some of the guys. But once everybody gets their head around where everything is, I think it'd be a good thing. It's so comfortable. It's ridiculous. I've been enjoying every minute. The only one thing that is really a little bit concerning me, and I don't know if it's a setting, so you guys need to help me out. If you've got one of these, just jump in and help me out here. But if I change down a gear, it gives me that lurch, a lurch forward, and you know, if you've got a bump coming up and you want to quickly slow down, it's so lurchy and jumpy on the downshift. Not the upshift. The upshift is beautiful. It's just the downshift. I don't know if it's a setting we've changed, a setting within a gear in the menus. I've changed all the power responsiveness, all the gear changes. I've changed every single setting like that, but nothing seems to make any difference. So I don't know if this is a software glitch within the gearbox itself, and maybe something they need to fix, because you've got to remember this is still a brand new tractor. So, but Keithy noticed it as well, and it's a little bit disconcerting. But I'm going to be driving this, well, probably for the next few days, so I'm just going to see what it's like, you know. It's a little bit, it's way overkill for the job, you know, but it's on big tyres, so we're nice and light. Our footprint's nice and light, even though the tractor's quite big. We're on 900 tyres, so we're plenty light enough for the job in hand, but we want to use it. We want to make sure if it's going to break down, we want it to break down. We want to get the niggles out the way with. We had a fuse yesterday. Before I couldn't start the tractor again. The day before they had to come out and they changed a couple of fuses that had gone. We don't know why, not sure why, but they changed the fuses, and then the next day after we were going to get it on the rolls. It was in the shed and nothing, no error codes, nothing. And one of the big main fuses within the fuse board, but down by the battery, in fact, it looked like it was loose or had been pulled out and not pushed back. Don't know. But when I pushed it back in, there was no feel to it. It's like pushing fresh air. There was no grab on the fuse itself. So a little bit disconcerting, like it's going to shake out or something. I don't know. But something we're going to keep our eye on. But yeah. When it's going like it is now, you know, you put it in cruise and go, oh, it's just beautiful. It really is. You know, they should be proud of what they've done. There's just some little gremlins, like it keeps knocking itself down to 40k on the screen here. So you've got a screen here where you set it to its max speed. On the road, you want it to 55k if you can. Not when you tow in something, because you're limited to 40, but yeah, and it just keeps knocking itself down to 40k for some unknown reason. And Peter thought it's still pulling to one side. I haven't felt it yet, but we're going to keep monitoring that, because that seems to be an intermittent problem. I don't know. We're going to keep our eye on that. But the tractor itself, well, it's just beautiful. Peter will get this in, and once we've got off the grass, Pete will have it back in, take all the pipes off, and get ready for the summer then. But it really is something else. It's a joy to drive. It's so quiet in here, it really is. It's just lovely. Just, yeah, really impressive. They've done a nice job. We haven't had much time in the seat really. Keithy's had a little bit of drilling time with it. We've had a couple of gearbox issues, but each time, you know, fair play to Master, they come out and sorted it straight away for us. Can't ask for better than that really. And I imagine these little niggles will just get ironed out over the year. I imagine there'll be updates or something like that, hopefully. And if is anybody else is doing the same thing with the brakes? Is it shifting to one side? Does their gear change notchy like that? Keithy will be driving it most of the summer, so we'll get a good lowdown on it after the summer. We'll get like a end of year review on it, because I'm sure there's some more gremlins to show their face yet. I don't know, I've just got a feeling it's why we've got it on the rolls. We want to use it and try and get these little issues to show their face now, so we can get them sorted out. But a beautiful tractor nonetheless. You know, it will be a Peter doesn't like it. Peter doesn't like it at all. He says it's too technical, and it is. It's quite a technical tractor, but it's the way everything's going. And I don't know, spending a day on it now, I feel a lot more comfortable with it, a lot more comfortable with the screen. There's a lot of options for everything. I mean, have they overcomplicated it? Yes, I feel like they might have. GPS works nice, you know. Keithy had it on the drill, and it seemed quite impressive on the drill. You know, it picked that up pretty well. Anyway, there we go. That's a little. I'm not going to go too much more into this tractor. We're going to get this grass sorted out. Colin's coming back next week to do the next batch of calves. We've got a new bull. Got a new little Red Angus bull. So I want to get you over there to show you his face. Peter's been working on the trailer, nearly got that sorted out. He's got the drawbar sorted. That's quite impressive. He's done a really good job with that. I wish I could do metal work like he can. Pretty impressive. Farmer's been out spraying the beans, because the beans have had the weevil beetle all over them, knocking them back a bit. So he's been spraying the beans, and we've had a little bit of yellow rust within the wheat over at Jim's. So he's been doing a little bit of spraying. And yeah, Linda's been out on the hay deliveries, Charlie's been out on the harrows, she's been to college as well. Keithy's fertilising like crazy, he's going over everything. So everything's having, all the spring crops are having first dose. He's got the old man out there helping him out with fertiliser, getting fertiliser out to him. So Alistair's has all been done. We've got one more left at Alistair's to do. The wheat, I think spring crops will only get 2 doses, and the winter crops will get 3 in total if they're worth it. They won't get it if they're not worth it. But most of the wheat is pretty good. We're pretty happy with it. And I think the farmer said it wants feeding, so we are going to feed it. God. Yeah, we had I don't know what happened to the harrows. I'll show you later on, but there's the A-frame's bent on it somehow. Yeah, they just take a bashing. Everything takes a bashing. Tractors are so big, so there's no give, you know. Tractors are so heavy and big, and yeah, they got no chance if you do catch them anywhere. Does the horn sound mean? I don't know. Let's have a listen. What do you reckon?
A little bit.
That was a bit girly, wasn't it? Keithy's got a girly horn, hasn't he?
Yeah. He needs a bell,
Hey.
not a horn.
Hey, do you think we should steal this tractor off Keithy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it can be yours.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. Keithy's quite proud of his new tractor, I think. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it though? Is it better than Daddy's tractor?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because Daddy's is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the last year, young Charlie has been, we like to call it the gate bitch. And now she's got her revenge finally, because we haven't quite finished on the harrows and rolls at this farm, so we left the tractor there. And now I have become the gate bitch. Sod's
great.
law. It's great, is it? Yeah. What's it like been driving about then?
What, on the roads?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
I always feel like a knob.
You look like one.
I
when you're
can't.
walking
Oh
around with
man.
a camera.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm just being honest.
Cheers. Yeah. Anyway, Charlie's on the road.
Not that.
Peter's nearly finished your trailer, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
The Legend is called. What's it
No.
called? You're following the Legend.
No. I'm not driving it if it has that on the back.
Yeah, Peter's done you a sticker.
No. Peel it off.
Oh dear. Who are we blaming for the arrows then?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, but if you
Peter
break
will
something,
fix it.
you
Peter will
don't
fix it.
go
No,
and
I
get
get
your
bit. Yes, I
camera.
do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
You
I
don't.
do.
You
Yes,
don't.
I do. I can't help it.
You've got some more gates to shut.
Yes, I know. I'll get. That bit there is all twisted, so Peter's got another little job on his hands. Now, if we don't do this for Peter, he will get bored. So it's important that we keep him. It's important that we keep jobs in front of him. Oh dear. They're not made of good steel, those arrows. So it's not quite as bad as last time. We'll be able to fix them, I hope. Just one of them things. We're still using them because we got to. It's quite hard to do anything with one arm.